Achieving clear, radiant, and smooth skin doesn't have to be complicated. It's all about learning how to care for your unique skin type. Welcome to the Skin Coach in Georgia, the podcast dedicated to teaching you about healthy skin, what it takes to clear your acne, and age gracefully. I'm Mayade Samimi, a former acne sufferer turned medical esthetician and founder of Urban Skincare Clinic. I've helped thousands of women just like you love their skin again and get compliments. It's been my calling to be an esthetician friend to other women, someone I desperately needed by my side when struggling with acne but didn't have. So, let's improve your skin's health starting now.
Um, so, um,
Um,
so, oof. Are you pushing record? Sorry.
yeah. We're ongoing. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Yes.
I'm gonna pause. And how was that? Hi, Alexa. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good myself. Thanks again for wanting to share your story.
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to do this.
Wonderful. Let's get right into it. So I was looking to see when exactly we met. It was back in May, and it's November at the time of this recording. So you found me online in May and scheduled an appointment. If I could, for a second, I'd like to take you back to May, 6 months ago. Tell me how your skin looked and felt, and kind of give our listeners the backstory of dealing with acne.
Oof. Yeah, I was in a rough spot when I saw you back in May, which I know you knew. My face was really in bad shape. I had a lot of acne, more than I'd had in years, and it was really sensitive and painful and swollen, and I was also just emotionally pretty defeated. I'd been dealing with acne for 20 years, and I kind of got it under control in my 20s, but once I turned 30, it started acting up again. I think with hormones and just my products kind of stopped working, and I just wanted to get to the root of what was happening. So I'd been burned quite a few times by estheticians, dermatologists, naturopaths before I saw you. So
Push pause. That was my next question. So you answered my question. You were dealing with acne for like 20 years, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time. Oh my God. You were
Sometimes
just
like
tired. You're just tired.
11 years old. Yeah.
Oh gosh. So my next question was for you, did you seek professional help for your acne from an esthetician or a dermatologist? And how was that?
Yes, I did experience, I did seek out help. So I seeked out help in every way that someone can seek help. I saw dermatologists. I was on Accutane a couple times. I saw estheticians, and I had just started going the naturopath route in the last year or so before I saw you. And I think, and that was the way I wanted to do it, was figure out what was going on with my body, internally with my diet, all the things. Unfortunately, I did see a naturopath that was not good for me. He was very restrictive about my food. And I kind of came in with a lot of food fear because I was restricting all these things and it wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. So how long were you under the care of a professional?
I mean, it depends. I was under the care of quite a few people for like 3 to 6 months. I would see them. Wouldn't see too much progress. Dermatologists. they would see me for 5 to 10 minutes, put me on birth control, antibiotics. The Accutane helped. It did help the 2 times I was on
Sure.
it. It just
Yep.
wrecked my body. And it wrecked my body, and it went away for a year or two, and then it came back.
Came back. Yeah, absolutely. We got to get to the root cause and learn the do's and don'ts to manage acne and keep it under control, for sure. Well, I could totally feel your skepticism when I first met you, and I totally understand. I mean, I would be skeptic too, especially when someone has tried a lot of things in the past with no real or lasting results. What was different about Urban Skincare Clinic and my approach to acne that made you feel or think, well, this may work. I'll give it a try. So share your experience there.
So I vetted you before I came. I looked at reviews. I saw a lot of before and after photos. I saw actual photos, which was really comforting. So I came in with that, and then I liked the way that you talked about my diet and supplements to take, because all the estheticians I had seen concentrated just on what I was using skincare wise. So, and that was the route I wanted to go. Was I was working with a nutritionist, but I also wanted to deal with the topical stuff that was going off my face, and I knew that they were connected. So I felt a little more trust with you, because you did say that was connected. I didn't feel gaslit in that.
Yeah, absolutely. How do you feel about your skin now that you're acne free? You're glowing. Oh my goodness. This makes me so happy.
Oh, it makes me happy too. Thank you so much. I feel great. I'm not wearing makeup right now, and I feel like I can go outside without wearing makeup, and I just wear makeup for fun now. I haven't had a pimple in, I think, over a month and a half. And when I do, they're really tiny.
Yeah.
And awesome. And the thing is, I don't have acne anymore, but I think just with the Face Reality products, like my skin really likes them. So I feel like my face is glowing, and it feels very nourished. And I think before, when I did have my acne, quote, like under control, even though like I would still get acne, it wasn't so bad. Like it was really dry or irritated. So it was always on the precipice of being really unhappy.
Yeah, you're like chasing either oiliness or dryness.
Yeah.
What I personally love about Face Reality products and the whole acne program is that whether you are oily or dry, once you've been on a customized routine, the products bring your skin to a nice balance. You'll feel nice and normal. I've really enjoyed that about I use Face Reality myself, so I love the products. Awesome. So let's talk about a little bit about the mental aspect of acne and what, like, emotionally, how has it changed your emotional state and mental state now that you're nice and clear?
Oh my gosh. Mentally, I think besides the physical of it, which has been a profound change, I mean, the mental part of it has been profound. When I was first seeing you back in May, I mean, I was not in a good place. I think I was crying every day, looking in the mirror, just feeling trapped inside my skin, inside my body, and not knowing what was causing it. And I was feeling a lot of frustration. I think for the first time in my life, I was starting to feel unattractive, which is something that I never struggled with that much. Even when I did have acne, it's like I always kind of had it under control. And then in the last couple of years, it just feels like I hadn't. And so my self-esteem was pretty low, and I didn't like that. And it was affecting me. It was affecting my relationship. And now that I feel like I have my acne under control and my health under control, and I just have more answers on why I was breaking out and how to mitigate that, I feel more powerful, and I feel more confident, and I look, I look a lot better. So I just
You
feel
look amazing. You look amazing. That's awesome. I forgot to ask this. We all acne sufferers who are on the other side, on the clear side, know this, but there is a phase, there's a period where you go through purging and
Oh,
you break
yeah.
out still what, even though you've started this whole program, you're spending time, money, and energy. What kept you going on those days?
Well, you were really helpful with that. I remember you giving me a big hug when I initially left your office because I was crying.
Oh.
And it was actually really, really sweet. You put me in contact with one of your other clients that you had been seeing. And so I talked to her, and she was a couple months ahead of me, and she was really helpful to talk to because it was actually someone that had gone through your process and was on the other side of it. And she told
Yeah.
me about the purging, and you were really available when I texted you saying like, I'm breaking out, what's happening, what's going on? And you were very comforting with just telling me that was part of the process. So it was hard, but I did feel
Yeah.
supported while I was going through that. So
I
I
am
really
so
appreciate that.
glad. Oh, I'm so, so glad. I'm so glad. So, what advice do you have for someone who's struggling with acne right now, or yourself back in May? What would you say to yourself back in May? I mean, April, let's say, before you started all this.
I guess I would say that I've been dealing with acne for 20 years, and I think I was always trying to find like the fast way, the cheaper way, and I was just ping-ponging between different people, and it was a mess, and I was actually spending more money with ping-ponging between different practitioners and different um thoughts, and like going on YouTube and trying to figure it all out by myself, and it drove me crazy, and it wasted a lot of my time. So this year, when I decided to invest in doing this with you, and then I also invested in a nutritionist, it's like the most money I'd ever spent on myself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
do it all over again, and it was worth it. And just having those answers and knowing how to get my acne under control, that was super important to me. So if I were to tell anyone, I would say that you're worth investing in yourself, especially if your acne is debilitating you on a mental level. And it definitely was for
Absolutely.
me. So
Absolutely. I always say you want to look for a specialist, not a generalist, right?
yeah, and don't go to YouTube for all the answers.
Oh my goodness. Yeah,
Literally the worst thing you can do.
or TikTok or
Yeah.
Instagram advice. Yeah, because especially from, well, Instagram advice from who's qualified is not so bad. But my problem is people, listening to influencers and trying, the
Well, and
things that are,
everyone's skin is different. So
yeah,
what works for one
exactly.
person isn't going to work for another person. And it's
Exactly.
so acne so complex. There's just so many factors that go into it.
Exactly. 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 I am so glad. You're so radiant. You look great. Truly. It was when you booked your appointment, I think it was a Sunday, and I think you might have left me a note when I saw your booking come through. I texted you and we like were texting back and forth. I was just like, I need to help this person.
I remember that Sunday, and you were
Mhm.
like the only one available that next day, because I think I contacted a couple people, and I'm glad that you reached out to me because
Mhm.
I was like, I will do anything. Please help me. I need someone to help me.
I think it was all meant to be
Yes.
because normally I am not available the very next day. Like
Yeah.
my schedule stays booked out.
Yeah. I
But
know that
but
now too. Cause like,
right.
yeah.
So I'm so glad it all worked out. It was just meant to be. It was just meant to be.
Hmm.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your story with our listeners. Hopefully, it helps someone and helps them understand there is hope at the end of the tunnel. There is clear skin is possible, even with all the complexity that goes into acne. So, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say or share to make this interview complete for you?
Yeah. Anyone who's struggling with acne, if you live in Georgia, I definitely recommend My Day. I've gone to a lot of people, and I was very skeptical when I came to her. And
Mhm.
this, when I came to you, and yeah, this has been a life-changing experience. So you'll be my
Oh my gosh.
esthetician for the foreseeable future until
Oh,
I leave the state.
yeah.
But I just want to tell people, I understand your skepticism, and I've been there, and yeah, that you're a trustworthy person.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks again. Well, I will see you at your next appointment.
All right.
Bye for now.